Hey everyone, Chelsea here at A Nourished Life. Today I wanted to talk about nutrition supplements and what I feel about them. Um, First, I should state that I have a lot of experience with nutritional supplements. I ran a health food store. My grandmother ran a health food store for 30 years. So I know quite a bit about, old companies that have been around forever, new companies, merging companies, what's going on in the nutraceutical world. And it's, I've seen good results come out of using some of them. And then I've seen, either no effect or an adverse effect of what we're going for in using a nutritional supplement. Now, we live in a day and age where everybody wants to take a pill for everything, and they think it's going to fix the problem or aid the problem. And really that's the wrong way to be going about healing. And I had to confront that in my practice as well. It's very easy to give someone a supplement and recommend a supplement. We're finding more and more about supplement companies and about protein product companies. Things are really coming out of the woodwork as to fillers that they're putting into those products. And, we've got also the age of organics, which has been completely debunked, and we're now buying organic products from other countries that don't have the same certification process that we do, which essentially in some aspects make them non-organic products, just because a country's system may be different than ours. So we're in a very, very gray area when it comes to products, and that's where I feel that it's necessary to point it out. And you've got to be ready to make changes to your diet and your lifestyle. You're not going to see results right away. Some might, but it's not going to help you in the long term. And taking a lot of supplements isn't going to either. You shouldn't have to take supplements forever. There's very few. Vitamin B, vitamin D are probably the two that I would advise on a longer term basis. But, supplements are to supplement, to aid your body to function. And if you're continually having to take something to do that, that's a problem. And I feel like a lot of people don't make that connection. When you take a nutritional supplement, also, you got to think about bioavailability and how much of that product are you utilizing in your body. And if you've got malfunctions in your body, gut issues or any sort of disease or cancer going on within your body, alignment issues, spinal alignment issues, nerve issues, it's going to be very difficult for your body to assimilate a nutritional supplement and utilize it the right way. And we like to take more and more of supplements and keep collecting them. And it's amazing when people come in to see me, the boxes and the shopping bags that I see come in, and they just drop them like a weight of bricks, like a ball and chain. And it's like, wow, and some people spend thousands of dollars a month on this stuff. And it really makes me feel like the pharmaceutical industry. And I've seen that happen more and more. And I've also seen nutritionists, doctors, chiropractors, even some dentists get into selling nutritional supplements. And, to a certain point, that's good. And then there's also the side of it where, it's not so good and it gets a little sketchy, and they're in it just to make additional money in their practice. And some of the platforms on the back end are actually designed that way. I've seen them. I've been offered them. It's getting to the point where there isn't enough guidance in how to utilize these products and are they the right ones. And unfortunately, brands in this day and age are not what they used to be. And, quality control, in my opinion, is an issue. A lot of products are marketed to work a certain way, but the research that has been done is in-house. It's done, in their own labs on their own terms. And if they can find any reason at all to promote a product, that's how they're going to do it. They're going to do it in their own, in their own way. And to me, that's very one-sided. And I see actually a lot of that happening with CBD products. And it's really, you know, interesting to watch that evolve just because it's a little bit, you know, newer and it's more mainstream now. I'm seeing, you know, companies really push that. And, you know, it does have some benefits to it. But, you know, a lot of it, when you get into higher doses, are very expensive. And supplements in general are outrageously expensive. And when you go back to utilizing, you know, education in food and whole foods and incorporating more fiber and vegetables and you know, fruits into your diet, you don't need as much of that because you're getting it from its natural source. You know, the superfoods are a great example of this. You know, we get hyped up on acai berries and mangosteen, and those are great superfoods. Unfortunately, those don't really grow in the United States, so we have to get them in a processed manner, you know, in purees or cold pressed or powdered, freeze-dried, things like that. But there's foods that you can eat here that grow here. And you're going to get a higher concentration of antioxidants in something that's raw and fresh anyway. So you should be investing in food, not necessarily supplements. And, you know, that's a huge complaint I get all the time is, you know, wow, produce is so expensive. And it's really not. I mean, I buy a ton of produce and I see people check out before and after me all the time. And what they're spending is double what I spend. And you know, I even at times feed my family, you know, my parents, my husband's parents, my brother and sister, you know, when we're around. So it's really not that expensive if you do it the right way. And I'm not talking about, you know, processed food products. I'm talking about real food. And that does take time to prepare. I get people have a hard time with time, but guys, this is your health, you know, and you want to live, you know, for optimism and long-term health and prevent disease and disruptions within your body. So I just want people to be more aware of, you know, the simplicities of it. And yes, it might take more time and more prep time and be a little bit more difficult, but is it really more difficult when you're talking about, you know, the cost of health insurance and the cost of supplements, and are those supplements even doing what they're supposed to do? A lot of the times they're not. They're not doing what you think they're supposed to do. There's so much else to it that I think people get lost in, and I have to bring those up quite a bit in, you know, client visits. And it's really when you have the right nutritionist and you have guidance and you are willing to ask questions, make changes, and, you know, make progress in the lifestyle that you're leading, that's what's going to make the difference and make long-term change. And you're actually going to feel better, and it may reflect on your family as well. And I understand it's a very big deal, and it might not just be about you. You know, you might have little ones at home, but you can influence them as well in what you choose to do with your, you know, your nutrition and lifestyle. You know, you're only going to benefit, you know, everybody else around you, and you're going to be able to reflect, you know, a much healthier person than just sticking to taking a ton of supplements or drugs or depending on something that's synthetic or been synthesized down, individualized down into a product. So my advice today is to focus on whole foods and really changing your lifestyle so that you can have whole foods, real raw foods in your diet, and experiment, learn to cook with them. You're not going to get it right all the time or the first time. It's going to take time for you to learn. I was lucky to learn a lot of that when I was really little. I'm very, very lucky that I had that. And let it be a journey, explore, and really get into, you know, the importance of whole foods in your diet. That's my advice for today, everybody. I am available by appointment on my website, anourished-life.com. I'm going to be up in Wolf Bar, New Hampshire area, and I'm doing a little bit of additional traveling as well, just to target different areas within New England. So feel free to shoot me an email. It's anourishedlife.us@gmail.com if you have any questions or you need help with your health. Have a great day.